let's go Ocaml HTTP server. I've never really played with this. So we're going to start here, and then we also, let's see, H2 is a high-performance server. HTTPAF is a high-performance written in Ocaml, compatible with async and lit. Older, slower implementation. Okay. Sinatra-like micro framework for web toolkit for Ocaml. Okay. Routing with PPX support using a co-HTTP and core. Okay. Fast HTTP 1.1 server implementation for async, supports both regular async TCP connections and encrypted connections via async SSL. Okay. So it sounds like we gotta figure out what we're looking for. Okay. Because I wanna kind of get into this slowly. You know what I mean? Oh, that's not my chat. Is awk a good language to be used for embedded programming? Say what now? Boy, what'd you just say? Boy, what'd you just say to me? I really want to dive into Ocaml or Rust, but as a one-year dev, I feel like I need to focus on TypeScript. Yeah, if you're getting a job, stay focused on getting the job, right? Your goal is to learn. Your goal is to be good at programming. Your goal is to get a job. Why am I getting Emacs, Pinky, from Neovim? You don't have a proper keyboard. Get wrecked, kid. Beware, if you get into Dream, you have to use Node.js to run it. Okay, I don't want to do that. All right, so routes. Typed bidirectional routing utility with combinators. Okay, it could be useful as part of creating a server. HTTP clients. No, I want servers. Web Dreamwork. Okay, so Dream requires... you're going to use a raw without a JS framework? Or what would you use? You don't need a JS framework. All right, so let's check out this whole thing. Easy to use, feature complete web framework without a boilerplate. Okay, quick start. Let's look at the quick start. I don't want GraphQL. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of this. Dream quick start. Why do we need all this thing? Examples. I don't want any of this. I just want something that can do something very simple right now. When will JavaScript die? Probably never. All right, so let's look at this thing. Yeah, okay, see, see, I don't want that. Why? It's a minimal Dream server. It responds to all requests in the same start. It starts up. Dream prints out messages in the log telling where you're pointing at. Your terminal probably makes links clickable. But why do I have to do that? Why would I ever have to do that? This makes no sense. Thanks for the follow. What? Why? I guess easy is easy for managing like various things about. It looks like use OPAM, ignore easy setup. Yeah, I know. It just seems strange to require this. Okay. So I'm going to try this little thing, right? So we're going to try this little bad boy. What does this Dune file require? It requires hello, requires libraries Dream. Okay, so I should be able to go like this. Let's go like this. Let's go to personal for a second. Let's go make dir Ocaml HTMX, right? We'll start here. Ocaml HTMX. And so I should be able to go Dune project or Dune init project. Let's back it up. Go Dune init project. Proj Ocaml HTMX, right? Oh yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Make RMRF Ocaml. That's right. I was like, wait a second. I've seen something here. There we go. Okay, so we got this thing. We're looking good. Thank you for the follow. My job uses Ocaml and I love it. Yeah, nice. Do you know you? Let's see how I can reuse HTML div without rewriting it. I don't. What are you asking me, sir? Is this? Yeah, I was just looking at it. I literally had this exact same thing up. We're going to just start with something that's like a little bit simpler, maybe. Have you found problems with things you can't, you don't, like, I don't know Ocaml enough to know anything about it. Here's a div for free. If you'll use it, copy and paste it. Yeah, I don't know enough about it to have any sort of opinion right now. Right now is not a good time to ask me my full opinions about Ocaml. I'm just kind of getting started. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you very much, Teach. There's no way this guy codes on stream. I do. I kid you not. I really am trying to code on stream right now. Teach, what did you use? What did you use for your little full stack? What HTTP server did you use? Right, because I kind of want to. I'm trying. Hey, man, I love your content. Well, thank you. How do you manage to stay focused and stream? I don't know. I just do 270 Dream. I think Dream. Okay, so I'm using Dream as well. Okay, they tried to get me use their intro project tries to get you to use they try to get you to use NPX, and I don't want to use that. You know what I mean? That just somehow, that doesn't sound right. Right? I don't want that. I don't want to use that. Hey, man, I finally caught one of your streams live. Well, nice. It's 7:20 in the morning. I was going to sleep. Wait, what? Teach, that's called performance anxiety. It's a fact. It's a fact of life. He's right. I've never seen Opam require me to do sudo. It's kind of neat that Opam does that. That Opam just like makes sure that the libraries they're installing does all the right things. I like that. Briz, thank you. Best programming on Twitch. Thank you. I am the best programmer. Don't listen, Teach. You definitely do not have to do NPX though. I know they suggest NPX, but my assumption is that I don't want to do NPX. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Rizm, thank you very much. Rizm? Right? Because this thing is just like, yo, dog, do that. I don't want to do that. I assume I can just Dune it, right? Thank you, Rizm. I don't want to do that. All right, cool. So I can go Dune, exec, what is it? Ocaml, HTMX. Can I just do that? Hello, world. Okay, whoa. Oh my goodness. Becky, look at her butt. Look at her butt, Becky. Dream. Hey, thank you very much, Braid. Dude, what is going on here? Why are you guys doing all this right now? We are in the middle. This is an evening stream, okay? Energy's lower. We're not doing this. Why is Ocaml using NPX? No, it's not. It's this easy library that is obviously being used right here. I don't really know the purpose of it, but let's just pretend like it makes sense. Okay, there we go. Let's go like that. Let's go like that. Let's take out this thing. Dream, run, Hitmel, good morning.
Welcome to Costco.
Damn, the developer mask. Thank you for the 2 months in advance. Let's go. Or the tier 2 for 3 months in advance. You did not have to do that. Damn, thank you. You can do a Dune and Opam combo. Has seen a ton of improvements in the past year or two. So there's some older stuff that does not recommend using Dune. Okay. So Dune and Opam, it's been a great experience. It's like a first class. It's great. Hey, thank you again for the 3 months. Let's go. Okay, curl local host 8080.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I've had a great experience because I mean, honestly, it's a better experience in some sense than I've had with Rust. I mean, in the sense that it feels like you get like this node version manager, right? You get you get to manage your versions. Your dependencies you install are with each version. And when you build a project, it already has it all just like right there. Because one of the biggest honestly, TJ, one of the biggest problems I have with Rust is that look at how much memory I have left on my system right now. Watch this. Watch this. This is going to just shock you. Do you see that? I have 4 gigabytes. 4.4 gigabytes. Do you know how much of that is dedicated solely to Rust? I have hundreds of gigabytes dedicated to Rust cache. It is... Okay. Look at that. Are you guys ready for this? Watch this one. Can I do that? Let's see. Everything looks good. Let's do that. There we go. Watch this one. We're at 4.4. Okay, quick restore, quick restore. Nice. 40 gigs now. 39 GB bytes. Awesome. Cool. That was fun. YouTube short material. I too think, dude, I wonder how much memory, dude, imagine if I do the exact same thing. Type D, but we go node modules. Who would win? Node modules or this one? All right, here we go. Let's get rid of all those node modules. Get the hell out of here. I think Rust for sure. I think Rust is definitely gonna. Okay, we got like 2 gigabytes of JavaScript. That's just strange. I had 2 gigabytes of JavaScript. Like, imagine if that was Rust. I would have no memory left. That's so much modules. So much. Okay, anyways, I now have 41. I literally have 10x the amount of memory that I had just before. Can I cargo clean? If there's no cargo in here, baby. Anyways, okay, cool. So now that we've done that, I can do a little local host, little curl. There we go. Good morning. Okay, so this is great. So this is how we use Dream in the most simple thing. So Dream, obviously, you run. It provides a function. This must be something. I don't know what it is. Okay, interesting. Oh, because there's nothing there. Wait, what is happening? Let's see. Ocaml LSP failed. The language server is either not installed or missing from the path or not an executable. Huh. Okay. Opam. Dude, that's weird. I've been using it. Oh, is it because I changed my switch? Oh, I did. Opam install. No, there's no way. Was it Ocaml LSP? Which one is it? Did I not have it in there? Oh, wait, no. I should do that. Oh, I may not be doing it. You're right. I may actually not be doing that. That can't be right. Here, we can do a quick check. Watch this, TJ. Oh, you're right. I'm not doing it on this computer. Okay. What do we call this? Zish. Oh my goodness, I can't type tonight. I can't type. No, I am. Look at that. I should be doing it right there. I should be Opal. I do it like at the tippity top. I want to have all of it. I want all of it, TJ. Unable to find Ocaml format RPC. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Okay. Install Ocaml format. Got him. First try. If you made a local... let's see. Hold on. I think there's something about having to do it in a directory of the project, though. No, I don't think so. Because I've been doing it at work a little bit, and I've changed a couple projects, and it seems to be just working well. The Ocaml format package, let's see, ships the RPC since this. Okay. Oh, okay. So we can just do this. Perfect. Already said yes. I already knew I was confident. Okay, it wants me to do it again. Whatever. True and factual. I heard TJ was creating a website with Ocaml to replace the Aspen Gold subreddit. Yes, this is going to happen, and I'm actually very excited about it. That's the thing, TJs. I actually do want that. You know what I mean? I actually do want that a lot. Oopsies. I just realized that I almost just downplayed myself. I'm going to do something a little unusual right now. I'm actually going to take... I'm going to take that out right now. There we go. Websites in 2023. Yeah. TJ is making big money moves. Dude, TJ, I will give you 100% of the advertising revenue we can... Or not 100%. We'll go 50-50. Sorry. TJ, if you build it, and then we can advertise on it... Oh, baby, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you so good. Is it gonna run on the edge? It better run on the edge. It better run on the edge, TJ. Okay. I have never had something take up the full screen. I have never had something take up the full ass screen. That was huge. Give it to me. Let's see. What's wrong with a 100 out of 0? Because I would like 50 of it.
Welcome to Costco.
If I bring the user's eyeballs, I believe I deserve something. Okay, dude. The developer mass. Thank you for the tier 1. I mean, TJ and I, we're shipping. We're gonna be splitting dozens of cents. Okay, dozens of cents. TJ does all the hard work. I get half the revenue. And real talk, I'm going to probably go out to Red Lobster once a month with that revenue. You know what I'm talking about, TJ? I mean, I might be able to go out at least twice a year. Nano millions of dollars. Okay, Steve Jobs. Thank you. It's called AdSense for a reason. So Primogen is the eye candy. I'm the eye candy. TJ is the brain candy. You know what I mean? Thank you, Developer Mass. You already just got done doing that 3 month in advance, once a month. Dude, I'm going to be getting dozens of dollars. Dozens of $2 bills. So many of them. At least twice a year to McDonald's. Do I get a mustache like yours if I buy it? I'm not sure what you're buying, but sure. Hey, no problem. Okay, anyways, let's keep on going. Okay, so this looks good. We got all this stuff going. So now let's try to look at a little bit something else. Okay, so anyways, this is a minimal dream server. It responds to all the requests. I'm sorry, I was talking to the wifey. Did I miss the last few minutes? I can't confirm I was building a site. Okay, so what I said is that TJ will split the revenue 50-50 from the website, and that we're gonna become multi-million nanopennianaires. Wait, multi-million millipenniaires. What revenue from the site? Okay, it's a good point. Yeah, there's no dollars from this one. Yeah, there's gonna be no money, is there? I ain't putting ads on my site. Come on, TJ, we're gonna make so many cents. TJ, think about it. You're gonna have hundreds of views a day. But I am probably gonna buy that. You should buy that. Go for it. Let's see. It's the minimal dream server. It responds to all requests with the same text. Let's see. At startup, not the startup, of course, a dream prints a message to the log telling you where to point your browser. Your terminal probably makes the link clickable. Okay. I don't know what all that is. Okay, anyways. Next steps. The next example adds a logger to the app. Okay, let's go. Let's do the logger. Okay, so what is going on here? See, so now we're getting into the world of Dream that I don't understand. Or the world of Ocaml that I'm starting to lose on here. Middleware is just a function that takes handlers and wraps them, producing bigger handlers that do a little bit more. This example takes a handler. I'm gonna do this before I understand the at syntax, because the at syntax feels like magic, but it must be. Oh, cool. Okay, I think I understand it. No, I don't understand it. $0. Let's hold on. It's monads. You can monads these nuts, okay? Let's just have ChatGPT explain this. What are the, let's see, what is the operator in Ocaml? Could you explain it in terms of Rust? Let's see. The double at operator in Ocaml is a function application operator. It is used to apply a function to an argument. The key aspect of the double at is that it has a lower precedence than function application itself, e.g., using space, which means that it can be used to eliminate the need for parentheses in many cases. The expression f double at x is equivalent to fx. Okay. Here's an example. Suppose you have two functions. Okay, this is not Rust. Okay, I said explain it to me in terms of Rust. You didn't. You can compose them like this. Square of success equals square add 1x. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think I like this. Okay. Okay, so how I normally would have done that is I would have done something like this. I would have done something like, in that previous example, I guess I only knew this way. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. I would have done something like this. I don't know what that JS log is. I have no idea what that last part is, but it just decided to throw it in there, okay? I don't know what that means, okay? I don't know what that means. So, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Can't you do something like that? Can I do that? Wait, why can't I do that? Unbounded value, add one hint. If this is recursive definition, use the word rectum. I am not doing a rectum. This expression has a type int, cannot be applied. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Why doesn't that work? Square should multiply. Square takes in an int. That one takes in an int. Why doesn't that work? I'm just being stupid, aren't I? Anyways, okay, so there we go. So that's kind of what I'm used to, TJ. Yeah. Okay, so this, see, that's what I would do. So what you're saying is something that's similar would be something like this. Would be square that. Are those equivalent? Okay, hold on. Here, I'll just go like this. I'm not doing this right at all, am I? I'm not doing this right at all. See, okay. Hold on. Rust and Capel. Do you need to do stuff like let... Well, then I just do that right there. Okay, hold on. Let's square of success equals... Talion has blue hair. Where's yours? Okay, gnome grown 1914. Okay, I feel like I do it. It's getting worse. This is getting so bad. This is getting really embarrassing. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about that. Oh, dang it. Okay, you're right, dude. I totally forget about that. Dang it. I forget about that. I totally always forget about that. I do. I really do. I do. It's a very hard one for me. Okay, nice. Okay, so that worked. These are the same. So, so this takes the result, and then this is executed. Oh. If you have a confusing error, try running format. Okay, I actually don't even know how to run format, TJ. TJ, how do I run format? Because I noticed that when I go space leader F, which is calling Lua Vim LSP buff format, that doesn't seem to do the thing that I want it to do. See, I'm doing that right now. You know, this is not the first time that has that's not the first time this has happened to me, honestly. Okay. I see that they don't believe in white space. Okay. See, that would make it very obvious. Okay, so that would have made it very obvious that it's considering it one line. Okay, you know, maybe a little bit of white space is kind of nice. You know, like, can we all agree a little bit of white space is fine? Except it deletes all your white space. Yeah. Okay, anyways. Okay, so very cool. Very cool. I like that. I like this. Okay, I like this. Okay. I've never seen this. Okay, so this does Dream Run, which does this, which actually does this. So we create this function. We create this function. It gets passed into the logger, and then this gets passed into run. Did I get that correct? Yeah. I'll figure it out. Don't worry, TJ. We'll get there in a little bit. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. So when I see this, why can I not format that? Oh, come on, dog. Give me a little something here. Can I get a little something? Can I get a little something here? Let's see. That's way too much. Ocaml format a file with 80 columns max. I have no idea, but this is interesting. Okay, hey, no problem. What do you think of Hotwire? I honestly don't know what Hotwire is, but I remember LimeWire when I was a kid was like a thing. You know what I mean? Wait, why didn't that find that? I'm a loser. I'm literally a loser. Okay, I don't like that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, at least it does that. I want something that helps me. I need something that helps me see it. You know what I mean? Like, I need something that helps me see these things. I guess people find this to be confusing. Yeah. Well, this makes... Whoopsie daisies. Okay, your video successfully converted me. Getting rid of Windows right now. Okay, good. You definitely don't want Windows. Windows is just the worst. Don't let anybody tell you... Like, anyone that uses Windows, honestly, is just a liar, and they suck. Let me just, let shoot. Anyways, all right, so we got a logger here. So what happens with this logger? Okay, so let's do this one. Current host. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so it does a little Dream log. Okay, cool. So obviously Dream is letting you do this thing. So this is, okay, so what's happening is this function is being passed into logger. Logger must take in a function, right? What is it? Oh, gosh, it's like something way more confusing than this. I don't know what's happening. I still can't read this. Anyways, that's what it looks like. Loggers being passed into that. I didn't know I had a sub. Well, thank you. I'm surprised that, let's see, middleware. Logs at times. See middleware. Dream middleware. So this must not be... Oh, nice. Okay, there's interface stop. Okay, so you can add in port. So really, I could also do something like... could I do something like this? Could I do something like port int of string? No, we don't want that one. Can I do something like 42069?
I love you.
Okay, so that's not how it done. That's not how it's done. I figured that. See, I saw this, so I thought maybe that would do it. Like maybe that's how it works. I don't know. Oh, does it have to be a colon? Is that how? Is there's a colon? Well, she. Well, see. All right. Okay, so that's how you do it. You need a colon. Okay, I love that, by the way. Jehovah Suaz. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, this looks good. This looks good. Is this Dreambird? No, baby. This is, dude, these are named arguments. I actually really like this. I actually really like that right there. Let's go. Well done. Thank you. Okay, so we added the log. Okay, so I'm starting to get this. All right, router. Next example. Let's do some routes, baby. All right, so we can do a router, and this is a list. Okay, this is a list, right? This is not a list. No. What is this? What is that? What is the thing that you get square brackets for? Is that a list? It's a square bracket. Okay, thank you. You may also like that if you do something like let port in, then you can just go port. Okay. And if you have the same thing, you can just name it port. Oh, it seems like a list. Is it a list? Because I thought a list isn't quite that. Am I not mistaken? I thought a list of ints would be... No, that's a power set. I F'd that all up. Hold on.
Turns all your bad feelings into good feelings. It's a nice...
There we go. There's no bars on it. Yeah. Oh, is that for arrays? Oh, that's an int array. And this is an int list. Oh, porque Maria. Notice the semicolons as well. Oh, I'm all about those. Yeah, I know. I noticed the semicolons. Very clever. Very much clever. What do you think about AstroVim? I don't have a problem with any of the distributions. My only problem I have with distributions is that, okay, I'm going to say this in the nicest possible way. The problem I have with distributions is simply that they destroy the whole purpose of Vim. Not in a mean way. I'm not trying to be mean about that. I know that sounds really intense, by the way. Thank you, Jezrem. I really appreciate it. What I mean by that is that the purpose of Vim or using Vim is to show you this experience of defining your own environment. Now, all AstroVim or any of these Vim experiences do is that you kind of have to learn someone else's environment. And it's really nice because they set up all the stuff for you so it like works. My only worry is that like what are you getting out of it, right? You're not getting anything out of it other than you're learning how to configure something that's configuring something that's probably configuring something. Kickstarter, I think Kickstart is the best way to go. Neovim Kickstart, I think, is the best way to go. I think that is the perfect way to go. I set up Neovim by myself and learned so much. It took 2 weeks. Yeah, I think I really do think that if you just want it, just do mvim kickstart, right? This is the one you want to do right here. This will teach you everything you need to know about it, and the best part is it's literally just one big, like literally, it's just one file. And it's highly everything. It sets up an LSP for you. It does everything. It's good. Yeah, TJ does this. I think this is the best one. I honestly think this is the best way to get started with Neovim. I might even have to do a video called The Best Way to Get Started with Neovim. I like Lazy Vim better. Yeah, you can like Lazy Vim. There's no reason not to like it. This is just Vim. Kickstart is literally just Vim. It's not someone else's anything. It's just Vim. Right? I don't see the issue. The issue is that this is just Vim, And so when you want to learn how to configure something, you're actually learning how to configure Vim. But when you use AstroVim, you're learning how to configure how AstroVim has done it. I have. Do you see the difference? Here, I have a video right here. It's a little bit different. I think, and that's fine. Right? This is not Vim. This is a browser. My dad's not a cell phone. Bullshit. Wait, what's bullshit? Which one's bullshit? What? Who are we calling bullshit? I would very like to be into the getting started with Neovim. Yeah. Molding. Yeah, that's like, don't use crates and Rust. No. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. I've only used LunarVim. I like LunarVim. I think they did a great job. But no, when you're configuring LunarVim, you have to learn how to configure LunarVim. You're not configuring Vim. You're learning how to configure LunarVim, right? It's just different. That's not... If that's what you want to do, go for it, right? That's your call. On everything you are explaining, I'm using Neovim and VS Code for more than 10 years, and you are talking shit. What are you talking about? I'm giving, like, someone asked me, what are you talking about? I'm giving you, this is perfectly swell advice. What's bullshit? If you use someone else's distro of Vim, you are by the very definition learning their shortcuts. Like that's what that means. When you use Neovim, it has shortcuts. When you use AstroVim, it has shortcuts. You didn't set it up. Someone else set it up. That's completely normal. That's literally what it means. Kickstarter just gives you, like, here's a way to set up this for this one thing. Here's a way to set up this for one thing. Here's exactly how to do it. Here's this. I don't know what you're upset about. This is strange. This is the strangest thing ever. I can't. In fact, I don't even want to do this anymore. I'm just gonna move on. No, just that. But the distro's boilerplate code, which is non-standard. Yeah, you have to understand this. That's all. You have to understand a little bit of a boilerplate stuff. Have you tried? I have tried that. Do you have any experience with embedded programming? I used to do a lot of it. But that was years upon years ago. All right. I don't want to deal with that anymore. You're being strange. Being strange guy. Don't be strange guy. There's nothing I said that was inaccurate or inappropriate. Did you see that Nim had 2.0? No. Best color scheme? Ooh, that's a great thing. I have no idea. I have no idea what the best color scheme is. I'm currently on a rose pine thing. I kind of go in and out. You know what I mean? Embed your program into my system? Oh, absolutely. Anyways, okay, so I get this. I think I understand what's going on here. So the next thing is that I need to understand these routes. Rose pine? No, I don't think so. There it is. Okay. All right, anyways. So we get this thing. We can do a router. Bro, don't even have true color. Your mom's a true color, but no one's been upset about that. Okay. Okay, so then I can do this, right? This is what they want me to format it as. I'm just going to get used to this. I don't really like this. This doesn't feel good for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like what I'm seeing here. You know, like, I don't like that this is 2 spaces. I don't like that this feels like it's 6 spaces. Right? Like, this is not my okay. Why can't I find that file? All right, there we go. I'm just going to restart just in case. Go back here. I mean, I think that's better. It's better. It's better. I like that. Well, no, it's better in the sense that it at least is doing... This whole 5 spacing business is really tripping me up. 5 spaces is really tripping me up, though. I must say that I don't like the idea of 5 spaces. You can try it with Jane Street instead. Yeah, let me try Jane Street. Because that makes no sense. This feels better. This feels already immediately better. This 5 spaces. What is that? Is that real? TJ, is 5 spaces normal? Can someone... Yeah, 5 spaces is super weird. Can somebody tell me? Can someone help me with this 5 space business? Like, this is 4 spaces. I like that. Well, is it 4 spaces? It's actually... Yeah, it's 4 spaces. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 6. I mean, it's the 6th character. Oh, no, it's not a tab. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I kind of dig 5 spaces. I have meaning. Yeah, okay, whatever. It is aligned to the special characters. I'm feeling very special right now. Anyways, all right, good morning. Echo word. Request param word. Oh, very cool. Okay. So I should be able to do this thing again. And that means I should be able to curl. By the way, how are you doing? A pirate. Thor. I'm not going to lie to you. I did show my wife your beautiful voice. And I even explained to her that there's such thing as second puberty. And I said, I don't think I'm going to get it, but it would be really cool. It'd be really cool if I did. Got a build going out today, so hammering on bugs. Oh, nice. That's exciting. I know. Craig Gasmic. Happy birthday, Thor. Oh, is it your birthday today? Well, shoot. I have nothing I can give you other than a shout out. Thank you. Many appreciations. Happy birthday. Oh, got him. Damn. That's okay. It's not my birthday. Don't worry. I get the birthday wishes as well, about 16 times a year. I get quite a bit of it. I get a lot of birthdays as well. Okay, so this is cool. So now that I have this, I want to know about posting. Post versus get. Feels birthday, man. You know what I mean? Chad does it to me daily. Yeah, they used to do it to me real bad, but then that stopped a while ago. I don't know what happened. I'm happy about that. Jura, thank you. Oh, sorry.
I love you.
I just realized that's way down. Thank you. Whose birthday is it after all? Not mine. Okay, what about post? Is there anything with post? A post? Why? I don't want a Postgres example. Full stack. I just want to see. Template renders a response in inline HTML templates and guards against XSS. Okay, cool. I do want to. I want to do that. Read request body. So this must be a post because we all know, right? Everybody knows, right? Right? Everybody knows, right? I've been waking up at 6 lately. Me and my wife, our kid has been difficult. We've been I constantly have to keep staying up. I've been kind of a pain in the butt recently. I just want to make sure I have the right one. Yeah, there we go. I knew I would. I knew I'd find this. So for those that didn't know, I assume this one has body, because everybody knows get doesn't have a body, but post does. So if we're talking about a body here, I'm pretty sure we figured it out. You know what I mean? Isn't this the greatest? Isn't this like the greatest meme of all time? It is a good one. In fact, you know what I realized? I am following. I was about to say, I might have followed because of that meme. It's a very good one. It's a very good one. Okay, so. Where are you? All right. Router post. Oh, nice. Oh, shoot. Did I miss the get? Oh, I did. It's like right in front of my eyeballs. So I can do something like this, and I can do a post, right? And then with a post, you can do a request. Okay, is this a typo? That has to be a typo, right? That can't be real, right? That ain't it. Oh, he's about to get very exposed. That. Let %LWT is an extension. No. I don't want to talk about AI. I've had enough AI for a lifetime. Is this infected mushrooms? It is. It's a PPX, a language extension. Okay. Okay, do I have... Okay, so... let's see. He can do let instead, though, right? I think you can do let, right? Because that does... This must be async, right? This must be async. Is that all it is? No, oh no. Okay, I thought it was async. No, but it was expected of type string. Okay, so what is this? Can I call you? Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you give me a call, TJ? I don't use PPX. I use PPXXX. The open LWT syntax at the top and use let's start. Hey, can you speak? Okay, hey, hi.
Yeah. Hello.
There you go. You're looking good. Okay.
So you are correct about it being async. That's the big difference why you have to do this. You technically don't have to write let %LWT. There's a few options. But let me just explain what's happening there first, because then maybe you won't hate it so much.
That's fine. That's fine. I think I can guess what's happening, but tell me.
So basically, Ocaml comes with this concept as a first class part of the language, and Antonio can tell me if I explain this bad, but my understanding is there's this concept of basically doing extension nodes. So they have these spots in the language where you get to say, hey, we know that you're going to want to do something else later. You run something, and then it's basically like macros, right? But they're particular spots you're allowed to do these macros.
Okay.
You're following me so far?
Yeah.
So the percent LWT, there's
yeah.
a few different syntax ways that you can write that. I think you can even do let body equals left bracket %LWT dream body request right bracket, so it contains it in that thing. I could be wrong about that in this case, but that's kind of the general sort of idea.
Do you see this on my screen? This is another. Is that another thing people do? Open.
Yes, that's the one that I always do.
Okay, so
but
just hold on, just so I can understand this. Is this would you do something? Hold on, oh, man, this spacing. I totally don't I don't even know how to make my spacing work with this. So would you do something like let? Can you do? Is that how you do that?
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
And then
you could
something
do let star
like that.
Yep. And then that should work.
Okay. Okay.
So there's Ocaml doesn't let you do, once again, my current understanding, you cannot just make any operator out of anything at all. There's certain subsets of things and characters you're allowed to make into operators. Okay. Right. So it's you can make new operators, you can override operators, just like how you could make a new plus operator that works for floats or something like that, right? If you wanted to do that, but it would be clear because it only can work for one type, right? Because we still have the same thing. It's still just a function, but you can't just add random gobbledygook characters and have that work. There's certain limits. So
okay.
This is one of the things that my understanding, once again, different from Haskell. Haskell, you can just basically do anything, I think.
Okay.
Which is kind of crappy because then people end up just making the craziest ones, and then there's it's just oh well, don't you know there's these 37 operators you need to know to just open this library. You're I don't know what's happening, dude. So let star is one of the ones that you'll commonly see, and it does have to do with monads. Chat is, I'm sure, excited that monads are here, right? But basically what it says is if you think about async await as this monadic interface, you can sort of think about how what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to I'm going to say let start, and it's going to transform the thing that I have, And then now if you do like if you check the type of body.
So hold on. So just because HTTP, your body doesn't arrive all at once.
Right, so like do a hover on
Yeah.
the dream.body, right? And see how it says lwt.t? That's basically promise. You should read that as promise. So like
Okay.
a great meme for Ocaml nerds is when you say something like I lwt.t that, that's like basically saying I promise that, right? So like this is exactly the same thing because this is a really lightweight threads is LWT. That's why it's called that.
Lightweight threads. Okay, so
Yep.
this makes a lot more sense. Because I was about to say, I guarantee you that because body had to be async, so I knew that thing was
Yes.
async.
Right.
So I just didn't understand how to express what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
So then now if you hover on the body on the left side of the equals, it just says string, right?
Yep. It's 'cause it
Remove the
lifted it.
star. Yep, remove the star.
And now
hover
it
the
says
type.
string
Now
promise.
it's a string promise. Yep. So you're literally doing like await there, except you don't have to write like a keyword await. There is no such keyword as await, right? So this is sort of like generalizing over this pattern, right? You understand? Yeah.
So I guess the follow-up question is that means that Ocaml also doesn't have colored functions.
Well, so these functions
Oh, they
are colored
do.
because they return
They do.
promises.
Yeah.
But in Ocaml 5 with effects and some of the other things happening, people are writing uncolored functions, or I guess you could call them like direct style concurrency, I think is the name. Antonio can correct me again later. There's like another library that's sort of, I don't know if you'd call it a competitor, but like a different library called EIO. And as in like Old MacDonald and EIO and whatnot. I guess I don't know why they did that, but
Okay.
I don't know. EIO stands for something smart again.
Yeah.
But that one has direct style where you just call the functions and you do not have to worry about the color of them. So like if Dream switched to that, or there's some other ways, effectful I guess that makes sense. I don't know. So either way, that is like a thing Ocaml can now do in the year 2023, but not everyone has done that. And some people don't like it, right? Some people don't believe that you should do that because you actually want to know when something could stop and start again, right? Like you actually want to know that this is a promise and is going to resolve later versus just calling dream.body, right? Like your expectation was, oh, that's an async function. So some people are like against direct style functions. Right.
Okay, so is direct style functions more like how Lua does it? There must be some outer one that actually says, okay, I'm going to run this.
You start your whole program in like an eio.main, and that like is the runner, and it handles all of the effects.
Okay.
And that lets you write direct style functions. So like as a user, you don't have to understand anything about effects. You just say like dream.body, and it says it returns a string, and you're like, cool. It just says I return a string. That's great. I don't have to know anything. So like that's obviously nice in some aspects for DX, but then also, since DX is just what feels good for some people, it doesn't feel good. So then it's bad DX.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I'd like the fact that there's a star here to kind of let me know that hey, this thing is an async operation. There's a breakpoint. So I think I could see both style of arguments.
Yeah, and what's really cool, like just as a note, let's say instead, this didn't return just a promise, but it returned like a result promise, right? Like a promise kind of has the concept of result already for like JS, but that's why it's not exactly the same. It's like async await, but regardless, right? Like you could open a different syntax package and use let star, and it would basically then like await question mark in Rust, like dot await question mark, because it's going to basically map it to I'm going to return the error instead of returning this, which is really cool. Like, so that's
I'm not following too much on that one. I'd have to see that one.
That's fine.
My brain is running too much on this one because I want to try this for a quick second.
Let's do that.
Which is if I go like this, and I do this.
Yep.
What am I missing here? What am I missing?
You just got one too many parentheses there at the end. You don't have a parenthesis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And if I did this.
Yep.
And I went and I called request. Respond. Right. With request.
Yep.
Respond. Okay, so that's how it does it. So that's how it knows. Okay, so it is. So we do have function coloring because this thing is actually it. Once you start doing this, your function automatically gets it all kind of taken care of due to the great inference of this. And so then I'm like, oh yeah, look at that, I'm handling it. And
Right. And if you did not return a promise, basically from respond, Dream would error and it would say, yo, dog, you're supposed to give me a promise back. And in that case, you would need to do lwt.return. That's kind of like the way that you say that it's
All
a
right.
promise. So that's, yep.
Oh, let's try this.
Yep.
So I'll go like this. I'll just return. Oh, I can't do that. Hello world, right?
Yeah. Right.
I still prefer explicit returns.
Yeah, I know you do.
All right, so this doesn't work because it's not a dream, whatever. So I do LWT dot.
Yep. Return.
Oh man.
Lowercase. Oh, I guess it's fine either way, but like I usually use the
No,
function one.
It wants me to.
Okay.
It doesn't like either of those.
Oh, well, because it needs to be dream.html or something like that. Like the type it needs is not just literally a string. It has to be turned into dream.html, I think. I don't remember what the type of that is.
Okay.
I think dream.html basically turns a string into a response for you. It's like a nice one. Yeah.
It does right there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I could imagine that. Okay. Well, very cool, Teach. Thanks for showing us that. Wait,
Yeah,
why am I
I
getting...
felt like that would save you a lot of pain. So like the %LWT thing is literally like making it a macro over that thing, and it like maps over it and handles a bunch of stuff, but you can do it without that. I don't actually know the big trade-offs between the two, except that I don't like the %LWT, so I always use the star one because I think it's prettier.
I do too. Plus %LWT. It's just like a lot of letters.
It is a lot of letters. Yeah, I just wanted to write star.
Star. Star's very easily catchable.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Bye.
I'll be in chat more. You can just yell if you need me.
All right. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Bye. Okay, that was cool. You guys like that? Don't you dare say it comes from TC39. I like this. What do you mean this code looks terrible? This code doesn't bother me at all. It's just getting new to something different. I mean, the thing is so body is a pointer? No. Body is not a pointer. This is letting you know that this is an async operation, because whenever you're dealing with HTTP 1 point anything, that's why whenever you use something like node, you have to do an await on the text or the JSON of a request. That's because you don't know when it's coming in. You know what I mean? Oh. You're dereferencing a promise, right? So you have to do that. You must have to do that, or you have to use the other way, which I don't want to use the other way. I'd rather use this. So this seems like something, dude. Maybe I just toss it up somewhere at the very tippity top. No. Okay. Okay, so I think I kind of get this a little bit, I guess. This is why I like C syntax. There's things I like about C syntax better. I'm not necessarily... Yeah, I know. You'd have to do... What do you have to do? You have to do open LWT syntax. Is that how you do it? So then I wouldn't have to do that here, right? Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. There's something that, I'm still not very good at this whole functional world, right? I'm just slowly kind of getting somewhere. You know what I mean? I feel very confused still by it. Isn't Monad's wife's monad? Isn't Monoid's wife's monad? Wait, what? Let's see. It's like a complete shift. Yeah, it is a complete shift. It's definitely something I'm not used to yet. I'm not sure if I like it or not. $5 to Prime. Facts. Make it happen. Sorry. All right. Okay, so far I think everything is fine. I like this. So that means when I did this, I drop that. I do a Ocaml this. That means I need to do a... Do I have like a post? Dude, I always forget how to do curl post. Is that how you do it? And then I have to do shoot, it's data, right? I know, but there's like a data flag. Got it. First try. First try. Look at this. I know things. If you give it a body, post is auto. Oh, if I give it a body, it's yeah. Okay, look at me go. Primogen Copilot CLI would have been clutch there. Yeah, I like the idea of Copilot CLI. I could like that.
Welcome
Is
to
HTMX a
Costco.
rebrand from
I love
HTM
you.
Twitter? Yes. You don't. Yes. That's right. There's a lot there. You'll get there, Chad. Don't worry. You'll get there. Let's see. I hope that you're doing fine. Could I ask what this is? It's just a path. It's just an HTTP path. Word is something you got to pluck out right there. Banger tweet. It's a great tweet, Teach. Great tweet. Okay, so I like this. So now let's look at templates. Because once I get templates done, then I can kind of build an HTMX app, right? At this point, I'm ready for everything but the database, which I want to use Terso. I really love the idea of using Terso. I'll have to talk to the guys to find out what it will take to use Terso. But it would be fun. Because then TJ, we could make the hot stack. They can sponsor me to make it. They will. Maybe. What's HTMX? It's a new old way of doing things. How do you spell that? Terso. I like Terso a whole bunch. I'm sponsored by them. But technically, I like them. Hot stack, let's go. Yeah. HTMX, Ocaml, Terso, and Tailwind. HTMX is what the web could have been. HTMX is probably the better route, though there's some questions I have, TJ. Like, when you have a table of HTMLs and you want to sort it, can you use JavaScript to do that? I heard hot stack, so there's that, yeah. Okay, long as you can do that, that's what I like, right? That's what I got to figure out is like these basics. You can always use JavaScript. Yeah, see, I got to get there. So I want to do some things next. Okay, so let's go to, that's kind of my goal here is to slowly get to the last part. Okay, templates. TJ, what templating system do you use? What template do you use? Dude, wait a second. Are you able to, what is this? What am I looking at? Is this JSX? How does that work? Oh, I already did that. Yeah, what is this? Dream templates. How do I... You need to call me again. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. TJ,
Yeah, so there's a few ways that you can do this right now. I'm not a huge fan of the dream templates method.
Why?
Mostly because I think you have sort of two other options that seem better to me. First one. Well, so here you go. So this one, you basically create like a file and you call it like .eml instead or something like this, right? And it gets run through a preprocessor and it generates the correct stuff. So basically
I don't want that.
So everything still works. Like literally Ocaml LSP understands how to move between the files because of really awesome engineering. So like the way that it works, you can see this rule here that happens where it has to and it runs through them and it takes your EML files and moves them to ML. And so like in the end, it's still just Ocaml code, right? There's like this pre-processing step, which is fine. It happens automatically. You don't have to do it.
How's the autocomplete and everything? Does it work nicely?
It works. Everything still works. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I haven't played with this one a lot, so I don't know. So that's basically the first thing, right? So that's like how that works. You don't have to, it's not like, oh, now I add an additional build step.
Okay, that's what I was worried about. I was worried about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
So this is the
this
official sanctioned build step.
Yes, this concept is used all the time, and it's cool because it's in the same building that everything else happens. So when you run Dune execute, it says, oh, hey, I see that I have this rule. The target has changed since the last time. So now I see that I need to update this, and it does all the rule traversal for you, right? You understand what I'm saying, right? So it's like, so that all happens in the Dune build. It's not like you have to run npm package generate. Now I do npm run build. Now I do npm run.
Okay,
This
so
is just
quick question.
Dune exec.
Can you explain this for a quick second? Targets template, is this like some sort of like placeholder?
That's the output file.
So
So like the
you have to do it
you
for
would write
each
the
one of these.
.eml
Oh, okay,
Yep.
okay.
So I'm not a huge fan of this one because I don't think that this is not really my style of how I would do it. Your second option, the one that I prefer, I'm actually not sure if you'll like this one or not, is there's a library that's already included inside of Dream. Like it gets installed when you install Dream because it's the same thing that Dream uses called TYXML. And it's like a type safe HTML builder. So you just run regular functions.
Okay,
and
I'm not opposed to it.
Right. So I don't know if you'll like it just like due to the syntax or not, but that's what I'm using. So you can see that top example of the first ones. That's the way that I like doing it, which is like you want to make an A, you just call A, right? And then if you want to pass attributes, you pass optional attributes, and then A can take a list of child nodes. So then you do that, and then eventually you say text Ocaml, right? You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
can you explain this for me? What is HTML dot?
Oh, yeah.
And then a parenthesis.
That opens a module within that expression.
Oh, and then A is the function that's already provided right there.
So that's like, you could instead write HTML.A tilde A colon HTML.A href, right? And then HTML.txt at the end. But like that way you keep the enclosing, you probably don't want to open HTML for the whole file because there's too many names that mean something in HTML that you like accidentally want to use somewhere else, right? So it's sort of like a shorter way. You can write the second way, which is fine. The like %HTML that basically says like, let's convert that. So you just literally write HTML and it does this like during the build step, it turns that into Ocaml.
Okay. So this is another one of those little percent things that we're talking about. It's like, okay.
Or you can just literally use Reason for this, which is like, that's an alternative syntax front end to Ocaml. Which so it's like is literally Ocaml. So like I don't know how to like I'll just repeat it 3 times so it's clear like it's literally Ocaml, it's literally Ocaml, it's literally Ocaml, but it just has a different syntax. That syntax is much more JavaScripty and also has basically like first class support for JSX style things. Okay. So then you literally write exactly how you'd like expect most things in JSX then. My personal preference is the first one. I feel it lends itself really well to like the Ocaml functional style and like allows it to be really easily composed, right? Because you basically like build up this data structure and then at the end you say like, hey, turn this data structure into HTML, ship that to the front end. Right? Does that make sense?
So I'm not very Ocaml-y yet, so I don't understand how to build these things up quite yet. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah,
I
so
don't
like
really
if you wanted to make a div, how do you think you would make a div?
I assume you could make effectively the same thing. HTML dot.
Yeah, you just replace the first A with div.
I know, but I don't understand how to compose them. Then to make like children within the div.
Oh, I'm saying so like they're literally just variables. So if you made like HTML.div and you made one div and you wanted to put that inside of another div, if you stored the first div as foo, then like you would literally just put foo inside of the list of children for the second one. Same way that you like literally write HTML where you put divs inside of divs. Like if you think about div as like an opening closing bracket, what it's really saying is like, I have a div and here's a list of all my children and here's where I'm done. Well, that's just the list is the last element, right?
Okay.
Does that, if you tried it for a little bit, I think you would.
I think
You'd get it
I
pretty
think I get
easily?
it. Yeah. It doesn't. It seems like React before JSX.
Yes, except like the primary difference that I feel is that you, because of Ocaml's like ML syntax style, you don't end up having to do like 80 parentheses all over the place and like all this other stuff. You just end up having like one function and a list. So it's actually like in some ways I actually find that I end up typing a lot less because you don't have to do an opening and closing for everything. You just write the opening one and then a list, right? So it's like, I don't know. So you could try that one. I really don't know which one you'll like the best, to be honest. I have like mixed.
Well, let me try this one because I've never tried a style like this.
Yeah,
So
that's how I felt as well.
I've done plenty of JSX, RSX.
Right.
I'm sure Go someday we'll get GoSX.
Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention is that one has literally no pre-processing. So everything always works 100% perfectly with your LSP. Right.
Yeah.
There's-
Pre-processing
like, it's
always
no-
worries me because there's always
Right.
It's never been 100% in any of my experiences.
Yeah.
So
So that's also the other appeal for me is like, okay, it just literally is functions. I like functions. I get functions and variables. I want to use those to construct my HTML.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, and then what is this right here? So obviously it's a named parameter A. How do you know that it should be a href?
Yeah. So this is where the like additional niceness of TYXML comes in, which is that it's type safe. So it would not let you put the ahref thing in the list of children. That's an attribute. So all attributes
yep.
are a underscored beforehand, like that's their name. So the tilde a is basically like saying these are the attributes attached to this element,
okay.
right? And so then also certain elements only can accept certain types of attributes, and TYXML won't let you put the wrong ones inside, which is like
I think I see it. Okay. So this A is the attribute list, and this is a list. So if there's another one, there'd be a semicolon right here.
exactly right. Yes.
And then
so it's
this
literally
is the
no
children,
magic.
and this is text as opposed to HTML. So you wouldn't use text. You would actually do another, like
Yeah, you
do
could put
div.
another div or
You'd
something.
put, div in this. Oh.
And then the reason that the tilde a exists is because it's an optional parameter. It defaults to an empty list. So if you don't have any attributes, you don't do the tilde a. You would just do like that first a.
Yeah.
I want an A. I wish they wouldn't have picked A for their example because like.
Yeah, because there's so many A's.
Because there's a lot of A's, right? Like they should just pick div.
Yeah, no, I was trying to like relate this to why is there an A? Then it does. What's happening? Okay.
Yeah, so like if you replace that first A with just div, then I think it makes a lot more sense. Plus, everyone knows all you're doing is just making div soup, anyways, right? So it's like I don't really care about these other ones. I just want to put divs on the
I just
page.
put so many divs.
Just
okay.
like more of them.
Just give me the divs. Okay, that's. Huh. Okay. I see this.
Yeah.
And can you use any of that fancy syntax we've been talking about, such as the double at or the pipe caret to like pipe in your children?
Yeah, because they're literally just functions. So if you had like children, you could pipe those to A, just like you would any other. A is just a function, right? So like there's no magic JS build step that transpiles that into a crap ton of JS it is literally a function because it's Ocaml. We've got functions. That's what we use, right? We have functions. So like it's a function, and then that function returns an element. An element sort of like a generic type, right? Like
yes. Okay, so I would do
Yep. Let open that, or you could just do like let open tyxml.html.
Okay, it says I don't actually have this. Do I have to do like dream dot this?
No, you would just need to put it in your Dune that you depend on it.
Yeah.
So like in that Dune right there, you just put tyxml. So you have it installed, but it doesn't let you just use random libraries that are installed, right? That's like kind of a bad plan. And you might need to put it on like Dune Dune build at check
Are you
dash
sure
W.
maybe it's not installed anymore? It
You,
was streamed.
you said Tim Skull.
Okay, yeah, ty. Okay, I agree.
No, in the Dune file.
No,
Yeah.
I agree that it's impossible to read. I agree with you. TYXML is I don't see how you could ever do it. Okay, let's see TYXML. Okay.
Also,
okay.
one thing that will make your LSP work a lot better is just Dune build at
Wait,
check.
TYXML doesn't exist either, so I have to install it, don't I?
Oh, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That seems. I thought you would have it, but maybe you didn't.
Okay. Why are you trying to
My
sound
bad.
sassy?
I suck
Why-
at Ocaml. I'll just leave.
Yeah. Why are you being so sassy right now? Okay.
Yeah.
So that means I should
But
be able
wait. Before you do this, Dune build at check dash W.
Dune build at check
Yep.
dash W. What does that do?
So this says build everything, all the stuff. Doesn't matter if it's only in my like main executable or whatever. And dash W puts it in watch mode.
What
so
is,
this will
what is at
respond.
check?
It's like a rule. So like you can make your own rules. At check is one of the built-in ones.
Yeah, I'm definitely not in that. I'm not
Yes.
in this realm.
I know you're
yet.
not that far. Just that's one that I have running all the time basically.
All right, so this right here would hold on, what's my problem? Unused variable, unused param. Okay, so this effectively
You can just change them to an underscore as well if you want to dismiss the
Yeah.
unused stuff. Yep.
So let's see what I do. Let's see, dream. What is param? I don't know what param is, so I'm just gonna get rid of it for now
Yep.
because I don't know
you
what
would
it is.
wanna just make it an underscore because you're passing the request in, which maybe you'd want later. But this is also fine too.
Let's see, Han. All right.
Response to is not a function right now. It's just a variable. You need to put like a unit or an underscore after it to say I don't care. Yep, nice.
All right, so I'm just gonna get rid of that one. And there's still something wrong, which is it's expecting the dream HTML business. So I have to go like this: dream.html.
Yeah. So before you
have
do
to hit it
that,
with the ats? Oof.
let's store that like HTML expression that you have into a variable. It doesn't matter, let x or whatever. Yeah.
And this
And
is
so
this.
the type of this is an HTML element. That's
Yep.
not what you need. You need a way to turn that into a string. Which I can just I don't remember off the top of my head what it is. It might be in the docs there.
Is it format a sprint f HTML pp?
Yeah, it's basically that. Yes. I'll send it in chat.
Okay. I want this HTML pp.
Oh, but you probably don't have fumped, so it'd be like format.asprintf or something. Yeah, you can change the like fumped part, but the other parts are basically the same. Basically, will be the same.
Can I just use?
I
fump?
can't believe that
I
we
have
picked a
fumped.
language that we
Welcome
like
to
that uses
Costco.
PP regularly for you. Like it hurts me a little bit because I know you giggle every time.
I do. Okay. So
Chat cannot contain themselves, so that can just be like a top level function for you.
Oh
From that
yeah.
ELT string. Right, and I think I don't think you have fumped like just the FMT one, so I think you need to use like format.asprintf or something like that.
Dude, I do too. Look at that.
Oh, you do? Nice.
Yeah. Dude,
Oh, very cool.
You don't think I have stuff like that? Okay.
So here's where you could do an at.
Yeah, I could hit him with that huh?
Oh, baby. Hot dog.
It feels good. It feels good.
Oh.
It feels good. Okay, I like that. I do like that. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, camel, my camel.
Yeah.
Okay. I unuse this. Look at that. I'm not even sure
Yeah.
why I'm unusing it. Okay, and then we have to go like this. Fun request. I have to do something like that, right?
Yep. Yeah, that works great.
Okay, so it's all building, right? So I should just be
Yep.
able to.
Oh, you
crap.
have. Oh, I didn't realize you had to do an exec in a different one. You can also just do Dune exec -w, and
Yep,
it will
yep.
update every time you save. Yeah.
Love it. Okay, so we have that.
Yep, yep.
Since it builds fast enough, see, with cargo run watch or with watch build, it just takes so long that I save a couple
yes.
times and it just keeps on rolling on itself.
The
It's just-
-w actually also like saves work that doesn't change. Like it's more proper incremental building as well. So it's
Yeah.
like really fast.
Cargo's really, it just always, I always end up building like 6 times an empty,
Yeah.
a zero change.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your. So you see how that maps to the HTML that we made? Like change the the A to like a div or something like that.
No,
Actually, I don't even know if
actually, yeah,
that might actually be good.
it shouldn't allow me to do that, right? Because a div
I
does
think
not
so.
have a href.
Look at that. It says, "Yo, dog, you can't put that in a div."
I heard you like divs, but this ain't it. This ain't it. So can I
I
put
bet
class?
JSX would let you do that.
Is class one?
Yeah, it's A_class though. So like all of the ones that are attributes are prefixed with A, and then it's a list of strings.
Oh, so then I do.
Boom.
Huh.
Yep.
We just defeated every JavaScript hater because we used the word class without getting owned. But
Yeah.
it just happened to
We
be.
didn't have to put class name.
Nobody wants that. Quick divs for the boys. All right, so hold on. So does that mean I can do something like this? Just because I want to understand something. Let's just say I had this. Can I append text to it now?
So you have one and you want to put text into it.
Yeah.
I've never actually tried to do that. I'm certain that you can like update it to do that, but I've never seen how you would actually.
You wouldn't do it in React either. You know, like that React way of thinking of specifying everything up top. How about like spacing? Is there what does it look like? Right? Because then I'd want something like this. There we go. Like
Yep. Yeah,
okay,
those
so
are
we
all
got
good.
div, attributes, header, text one. This is a paragraph. List item. Okay. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
That's not the form. Is that the formatted version?
Yeah.
Does it look different after you format it?
Format.
Okay, interesting.
Format.
Okay, cool. I'm surprised it didn't put the tilde A on the top one, but that's fine. I don't know. There's a few things that I think I still need to figure out what my ideal one is for doing this, because this is like a really weird.
Yeah.
You wouldn't normally write Ocaml like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's some stuff still that I want to figure out. But anyways, that's fine.
Okay. I'm not upset about it. There's things I obviously don't like. There's a little too many symbols in my book. But that's also because I'm used to looking at something that looks like this, right?
Right.
So it's like, am I really saying there's less symbols? Or is just my brain just super used to
yes.
to seeing
like
symbols? Right? Like there's a trick
Right.
going on here that's unfair.
Yes. Right, because all the other ones would have to have H1 open, H1 close, P open, P close, UL open, close, LI open, close, and then a text, right? Like, so you'd have to have open and close on all of those as well. So I don't know. So and as someone in chat is mentioning, like you could write it that way with the PPX sort of thing. I just tend to think like this way makes sense to me and is very easy to compose, like in the sense like we could go back in the sense that like if you delete or if you like delete but yank the list of children, right?
This one?
Yeah, or like any of them, right? And like it doesn't even matter. You can just store that as a variable and put the variable in there, right? So you could call that like list item, or something like that, right?
And so then I could hop over here to my UL and go.
Right. You need to open the HTML for that one too, or on the line just above this. I usually just do let open tyxml.html for this whole thing. You don't have to do it in two. Yeah, you can do it in one actually as well.
Oh, so will it open up the parent plus this one?
No, it won't. But you don't need the bottom one for what you're doing. So you're only using the HTML, so you could do let open tyxml.html. You don't need that one. Right. So like, you can build these, and in general, once you start building more complicated things, they end up being in smaller components that then you would just like compose in the way you would normally create something with a list of other things, right?
Interesting. My brain's just not used to it. This is very.
Oh, it's definitely different.
Yeah.
It's definitely different. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I feel like I can read most languages. So that's the thing is, I feel like I can read these languages. Like this was obviously new, so named parameters was new.
Yep.
But the rest,
Yep.
none of this feels completely out of control.
Yeah,
This
well,
is
it's
still
like,
getting me a little bit. Like the semicolons as commas gets me. That
Yes,
one's going to be
it
a
will get you
very.
for a little bit.
That's a very hard one to make a brain shift
But like the thing you have to remember, which took me a while to notice at first, commas is always for tuples.
Yes, they have separate syntax
Semicolons
for
is
everything.
always a
right?
list, right? So it's like, so whenever you see a comma, that's actually a tuple, which is very different than a list, right? Like those are very, very different things.
Yes, and
So-
it's for the inference, right? I assume a
Yes.
lot of this is purely for inference because of how powerful the inference engine is. You never have to specify type because it fully understands everything. Due to
Yeah.
a lot of that is just simply due to syntax. Like it can tell that this is it can just go, okay, this is a continuation of the list. There's another list item, and like it can just like do so much more because of separated syntax like that, which is very interesting. Yeah, the syntax is designed to be unambiguous, which is very
Right.
different.
That's nice. It's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, so I still got to get used to it. I can't say it's like the problem is I'm so used to it one way. I'm so used to seeing things one way that it's definitely going to take me a bit to kind of try to understand that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Right. And so, like I said, I'm not necessarily saying that this is the ideal way. This way, I personally really like, but I recognize also we have some different preferences. At some point, I think you should try Reason, like,
Yeah.
just to see if you like it. And you
Ken
can
loves
also,
Reason. Ken was a big Reason boy.
yeah, you can mix Reason and Ocaml syntax in the same project. So it's not like you have to switch your whole project. If you want to
Yeah.
only write your components in Reason, right?
Yep.
And then
And-
the rest of it in traditional Ocaml syntax, then you just do that. There's no problem there. You just
Yep.
you just mix and match them. Nobody cares. It's fine.
And you could also do that exact same thing wherever it was. Wherever the JSX looking stuff was just at, wherever
Yes.
that went.
Right.
You could also
Each of those are individual, like at the file level, basically. Or you can use the PPX version of like the let %HTML thing as well.
I
All those
really
work.
like that. Just to be completely like one thing that I really hate about JavaScript is whenever you introduce something, right? The entire project has to adopt that as a part of it, right?
And all your dependencies somehow.
It can become a cluster festival. And so the fact that you can specify for this file, this is ReasonML, which is like a much nicer version to interact with Java or with divs. So therefore,
Right.
this is the divs section. This is how I'm going to do
Yeah.
my div soup. And then all of your other files that don't use that can change. Like I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually like that a lot. I want to know more because I really want to do use Bluebird. This is just someone just mentioned Bluebird. That's offensive.
Yeah. So, anyways, so I just wanted to lay out because the landscape for them is quite a bit. You know, it's quite varied in what you could do.
Yeah.
I'm personally writing like the whole Reactogen site. Like I'm writing all of it in the regular Ocaml style with just TYXML functions.
Yeah, and you're
And
liking
like
it.
I like it. Like it takes a little bit to do, but like I said, I know that like I recognize we have some preferences that are like
Yeah.
different. So I'm not necessarily convinced. And also the reason one is way more approachable for the average developer not because I think it's objectively better, but because of the average experience of most developers.
Everyone kind of
Right.
knows what a div is. XML, despite all of its terribleness, is one of the
Yep.
most ubiquitous formats everybody effectively knows.
Well, and lots of people have touched JSX at some point.
Yeah.
Right. So it literally looks like JSX. Like you can just go to ReasonML sometime and read it and you'll be like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense. That's way less scary than
Welcome to
okay.
Thanks, Doss.
And like
I love you.
yeah. So,
Okay, I like that. I gotta go be with my beautiful wife now. So love you.
good call.
Bye.
Love you.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. This is actually super cool. So I don't know if you caught that. I just got a +1 excitement unit for Ocaml. I didn't think I could get any more excited. I thought, okay, it's going to be fine. I'm going to like it, but I think maybe I won't like it as much. But I realized there's a lot more to it. But this right here is incredible. And what I mean by that is that this right here, look at it for just 1 second. This is JSX, right? It is what it is. For this one file that produces JSX, I could tell the compiler, this is how you compile it. This is how you do the rule. Hey, this is how we transform this one file. Then the rest of my files just auto-magically work, right? So that means I can actually separate out. Well, I don't understand the downsides yet, right? I don't get it by I don't get it by the downsides yet because I don't know the downsides yet. Downsides are still I don't know, right? I can't know at this point because I don't really see them yet because everything is so strange to me. The barriers to entry, Rust has a huge barrier to entry. Yawar, here's a good example. Rust took me, if I go like this, AOC, hold on, GitHub, the Primogen, AOC. There we go. If I look at this code, 2021, and I go to source, this right here, this day 1 here, we'll go to day 3. Day 3 RS, day 3 RS2. This took me forever to write in Rust, probably 4 hours to write in Rust. It was extremely difficult. It's really crappy. I can't imagine anyone actually likes what I've written here. It was very confusing for me. I really, look, I'm like folding and zipping and just, I had no idea what I was doing. It was really bad. Day 3 of Advent of Code, AOC with, do I have it on this one? Oh, I don't have it on this one. But I do think I have it. Ocaml AOC. I did day 3 in about 15, 20 minutes. It just feels like it is significantly easier to do. So that's the thing, is it's like, for whatever reason, Advent of Code has been way easier than learning Rust. And so if I think people should use Rust because it's great, but there's a high barrier to entry, same with this. Who's AOC? Oh, it's who Elon Musk wants to bang on Mars. That's right. Do you guys know that joke? Do you guys not know that joke? There's a parody account of Elon Musk that Elon Musk responds to and allows to exist. And he's on a quest to bang AOC on Mars. Like that's it. Like it really well followed. It's wild.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Like, look at that. Like that is a great, like, it's a great tweet. He's funny. I don't know how it happened, but it worked out. Smit Patel 2X, thank you very much. I'm not like an Elon fanboy or an Elon hater. I just think it's hilarious that this exists. This exists on a site, and the person who owns the website's like, I'm like, okay, this is our life now. This is 2023. This is what happens in 2023, okay? Are you an AOC fanboy? Absolutely not. AOC's the meme for me. AOC's the meme for me in this. Isn't that funny? Anyone else loves Canada? Dude, I love Canada. You don't like Advent of Code? I love Advent of Code. I do Advent of Code all the time. All right. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate all that. Hey, Mikal, I don't know if I said thank you for that. I might have missed it. Thank you very much. Sorry, I was on the phone with TJ and Lusoro Player. Sorry again. Is HTMX a rebrand of HTML Twitter? I love that joke. I even think I said it. I don't think I might have missed it. I might have also missed this. Jiraj, thank you very much. This is great. This is great. Anyways, I think there's a lot of cool things. Let's see. The only roadblocks I've had with Ocaml is not really related to Ocaml. It's just some FFI issues. Yeah, but that's like, you're doing something crazy there. Either way, this was incredible. I think I'm seeing more and more the benefit of something like Ocaml. I have this rule of thumb, which is anytime you use another language, you realize the differences between your previous language. And I think a lot of people don't realize the severe Stockholm syndrome they have in TypeScript. Because at one point, I thought TypeScript was the best. Right? You're doing great. Hey, I've only probably done, hands on the keyboard, I've probably only done 6 hours of Ocaml. That's pretty good. I feel pretty productive after 6 hours of running Ocaml. Like, I was not here in Rust. I did not have a server in Rust, okay? I wasn't doing nothing in Rust. And so with TypeScript, I was like, TypeScript's the best. And I'd look at every other language as like some less form of TypeScript. And then I started using other languages, and I go, okay, actually, I like this one thing from it. I think this is kind of cool. Okay, I like this one thing from it. I think it's kind of cool. And then I started realizing, okay, I want to keep playing with other stuff. Dreams interface is very beautiful. Love seeing your learning process. I hope it does, because I really am trying. I learn a lot in public. I do a lot of learning in public. Got a job on Go, and man, the Stockholm Syndrome after not using TypeScript, do you realize how tied up? See, hey, congratulations getting that job. I love to hear that. I'm really happy that polyglot course helped. That's actually super cool. Based in red pilled, absolutely. Red pilled is. My beeper doesn't work. It's supposed to be red pilled full. It's not working. Pilled? Absolutely. No, I haven't. It's working. I know it's working. It's just fun to mess with you. All right. Bye, everybody. Twitch.tv. Who's left? I like Sushi Dragon. I really need to get to his place. Pika was great. I liked Pika. Who are we doing? Stagger. Yeah, we could do Striker. Raid. Striker. Hey, this was great. Thank you for this. I'm having a great time with Ocaml. I might be in love. I had a coworker comment on how fast Vim motions were for the first time. I'm coconutty now. Yes, you are. Ocaml is definitely interesting. I'm not used to this. It's like, again, I look at this and remember, this is something that's very, very interesting. I just want you to look at this for a second. That's very interesting. This has less symbols than JSX, yet it feels like it has more symbols. Why? Because often what you define as developer ergonomics is familiarity. Okay, I'm serious. That's why you often feel like something looks better or does something better, because you're used to it. And so for me, I look at this and I'm like, ooh, it's hurting me. Is it? Am I just being a dummy? I might be dummy.